UFC 203 on Saturday night.
Here we go!
At the top of the card, Stipe Miocic defends his heavyweight title, the belt he took from Fabricio Verdum just 3 minutes into their May fight.
Oh, that's it! It's all over!
And Verdum will also fight again, this time against Travis Brown.
Looking to finish it quickly!
But the fight everyone is talking about is in the welterweight division, where former WWE superstar CM Punk enters the UFC, and he takes on undefeated Mickey Gall.
I want to be fed. I'm hungry. Feed me, CM Punk, please.
I have an interview with CM Punk and a preview of UFC 203. I'm Scott Patrick, and you're watching the UFC on Dish. UFC 203 on Saturday night. The top heavyweights will do battle, and the UFC welcomes former wrestling superstar CM Punk. There really is nothing like watching the UFC live, and you can see all the action from your TV room with Dish pay-per-view. In fact, you can pre-order the fight right now on channels 473 and 474. Get it online at mydish.com/UFC. Or punch the number into your phone. That's 1-877-DISH-PPV. I'll have a preview of the heavyweight main event in just a few moments, but first, the artist formerly known as Philip Jack Brooks, the former WWE wrestler known as CM Punk. He's been preparing for his UFC debut since 2014, working with the renowned Rufus sports team in Milwaukee, and that's where I watched the evolution of CM Punk and sat down to talk about his debut in UFC 203.
Get ready.
Because of the outside perception of me being a pro wrestler and my body type and whatnot, people are always harping on me, oh, he's not even an athlete, blah, blah, blah. I'm not the greatest athlete, but I dare you to watch me work for a day and tell me that I'm not an athlete. But that's why I don't discourage anybody. If you love it and it's something that you want to do, you have to do it.
CM Punk, it's great to have you on Dish.
It's a pleasure
Welcome
being
to
here.
the UFC.
Thank you.
About 12 days away from UFC 203. How do you feel? I'm sure that's a question you're getting from everybody.
Yeah, but I'm excited. No, it's a,
including your dog probably is going.
Yeah. He's biting everybody in anticipation of seeing his papa win. I couldn't be, more excited. I probably shouldn't stop saying I can't wait for it to be over, but that's kind of the feeling I have, is getting there and just finishing the fight right away and then eating some pizza.
Well, how has it been cutting weight?
It's a charm. Yeah, I have zero problems because I have this goal. So to me, cheating on it isn't really in my wheelhouse. I've seen some bad weight cuts, and I've helped some guys out here with some bad weight cuts, and it just kind of scared me straight.
We're either winning or learning. Fight!
Get low.
Let's go. Good. Hit and move. Don't stay on them. Oh, good takedown.
Wizard. Gotta move now. You're losing the fight here.
Stand up.
Don't give you a back. Stay there. Watch your neck.
You obviously know the magic of this gym and what it can do, especially for somebody who's never been in the UFC to walk in here and learn from the best. Tell us what that means for, in this case, CM Punk to be able to come into the Rufus gym.
Yeah, I think CM Punk chose this gym because he understood the striking ability that this gym has. But coming over here and having no striking experience is it's huge. So 2 years ago, I tell everybody this, he wasn't ready to fight the UFC. But now to see where he's at now, 2 weeks out from his debut, and to see his mindset, he's positive, he's healthy, and that's all that counts. I think when you have that mindset, and you're healthy, you're positive, and you believe, your team believes in you, the confidence comes in the octagon.
You lost that round based on just positioning. If you don't have the technique off your back, get your ass up. You're losing the fight on your back.
Was there one day where you said UFC, or is it a series of things that happened that led you to this point?
I mean, it was all just kind of different circumstances. This was definitely going to happen, whether it happened in UFC or whether it happened on a local card and I was an amateur fighter. A couple other organizations reached out before UFC did, and I was kind of like, why are they reaching? I don't understand. For some reason, I guess people wanted to see me fight, and then so the seed was planted long before that, and then it just kind of one day, I was offered a job. You know what I mean? And you don't say no to it. You know, to me, if I would have said no, I'd have regret it for the rest of my life.
Sure.
So now here we are.
I'm sure there were moments during the evolution where you thought, maybe this wasn't such a great idea.
Not a single one. Not a single one.
Not one.
Not a single one. If I ever got beat up in the gym, if I ever had a horrible day and just lost and got frustrated and was emotional about it, there was never, man, I shouldn't have done this. It was just, got to get better. That's who I am. That's how I do things. You know, whether it's I don't know, washing the dishes or sparring. You know what I mean? I make mistakes. I want to correct them. I want to do it again until I conquer it.
Was it tough at the beginning when somebody makes that jump? You want to go, yeah, well, let's see what this is like here. Let's see if you can do it.
Well, that's the attitude we came in with. Let's see how good this guy really is. And then you meet the guy, and then he becomes a brother, man. I mean, we're working with him every day. He's in the mat every day, bleeding, sweating. Injuries happen. You know, this isn't a sport for everybody.
Yeah, Punk. You had to feel what it feels like, right?
So you become a brother and a friend, and I think that's what happened. And now we're emotionally attached to this guy, and we want the best for him.
Do you think he might surprise some people?
He will surprise some people. I think people are really counting him out. They see the evolution of Punk. You know, that shows where he started at. That we're gonna see where he finishes at. So it's awesome to see.
Did good, though. I was proud of you. Yeah, he went with a real deal dude, you know?
We got the first 3 rounds under my belt. Learn something every day, get better every day. So when my fight does come, I'll be the one winning.
Have you heard from people, because this is really an inspiration to a lot of people to get out of the comfort zone. You could have just taken the easy route, but you chose not to.
Hey, I see it every day on Twitter. People, you know, just tweeting, you inspire me to lose weight, you know, whatever it is. And I think that's great. You know, I've had people here say, hey, you know, you coming in here and doing this has inspired me to do whatever it is that they've been putting off, or, you know.
Including Anthony Pettis.
I don't know about
that. Oh, he told
I don't
us
know
today.
about that. I don't know about that. You know, he might be lying to you. I don't know.
His nose did not grow.
I don't know how much I can inspire a guy like that, but you know, a guy like that to me is inspiring.
Yeah.
You know, this champion, lost 3 in a row. People counting him out. So he took on an even bigger challenge. Let's just cut 10 more pounds. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that's madness.
Sure.
That's madness. And he did it. And he was in here every day, and he was sparring with me, and you know, like just getting ready, and that's what it's about. It ain't about falling down; it's about getting back up.
You mentioned Twitter. Your bio says sociopathic, straight-edge atheist sweetheart with no Facebook account, which is terrific.
Yes, try to keep it positive.
A sweetheart jumped out, and no Facebook. Smart move.
Yeah.
But when you do put an account out there on Twitter, you do get a lot of people and feedback. And you said you've got a lot of inspirational ones. You also get a few that aren't so inspirational, or maybe they are. If you get some of the trolls or the haters, maybe that can serve as inspiration. Do you read those, and do they affect you?
I definitely take my sabbaticals. You know what I mean? Because you can't have your face in your phone all day unless you're hunting for Pokemon. That one's for my wife. She ran into a wall the other day.
But did she get the Pokemon?
She did.
Okay.
That's all that matters. It works both ways. I could sit there and scroll through and just read all the positive stuff and get my own head so far up my own ass that I think I'm the greatest in the world. Or I could read all the negative stuff and just be like, wow, I really just got to end it all and, you know, jump off the nearest bridge. You know, you got to find a happy medium. I understand there are people that aren't going to be happy with what I'm doing, but I don't go to bed next to them, and I don't break bread with them on a daily basis, so I don't care. And then conversely, there's the ones that I inspire, whether they're kids. You know, I didn't have the easiest life growing up, you know what I mean? And if I can show a kid who has any person of authority, you know, a teacher, a coach, a parent, a relative, whatever, telling them that they can't do something or they shouldn't do something, you know, I think kids hear that and, you know, they listen to it because they don't know any better. Sure. You know, they're kids. For whatever reason, I never listened. And I'm one of the fortunate ones. I broke through that. So if they see me do this and they realize, oh, you know what? No, I can do it. I think that means the world to me.
Sure. To that point, you're the underdog in this. Do you prefer that on some level?
Yeah, I've already said it. Probably going to put it on a T-shirt. I'm not a underdog. I am the underdog. Yeah, I love that.
Let's talk about the crowd. You've obviously been in big crowds before, but this one's going to be different because it's the first time in the UFC. Do you feel like there's going to be a different emotion than when you were in the WWE?
I'm not sure, because I'm not going to be trying to put on a face or outwardly do things to elicit an emotional response from anybody in the audience. I think the response from the audience is going to be based on either what I'm doing, what's going on in the fight, or their preconceived notions of me, whether they like me or they hate me, you know. So I'm not going to be, you know, doing one of these, or, you know, hey guys, look at me, you know.
Right.
But either way, it won't faze me.
So we wrap up here. Anything you want to say to the Dish customers who think about buying this fight?
I mean, I think if you haven't made your mind up already, I mean, what are you waiting for? You know, this is not just for me, this is an amazing card. You know, MMA purists are gonna love to see me either lose, or they're gonna love to see me win. And Stipe Miocic is defending his title in his hometown against, you know, one of the best strikers in the world, Alistair Overeem, another local favorite. Jessica I is on the card. And see, this is the humble Phil, where I put over everybody else, you know, except for me. But you know, I obviously I understand that your money is very precious. So, you know, buying one of these a month can get a little bit pricey, but I trust me, it's going to be well worth it to watch me win.
Very good. Well, I hope they're listening.
Yeah.
Very good.
Put your hand on the screen. Say, I believe in CM Punk.
CM Punk takes on the undefeated Mickey Gall Saturday night for UFC 203. You can pre-order the fight right now on channels 473 or 474. You've also got 4 of the top heavyweights in the UFC, all doing battle at the top of the card. Fabricio Verdum lost his title in May, but he's back in the octagon against the very powerful Travis Brown.
Oh, my goodness! Big shot from Travis!
And the main event, Stipe Miocic defends his heavyweight title for the first time. In May, he took the belt, knocking out Verdum in just 3 minutes into the first round.
It is all over! Stipe Miocic is the new UFC heavyweight champion!
I talked to Miocic earlier this year.
And just a short right hand sends the champ crashing the canvas. I think Miocic surprised himself. He jumped over the fence screaming, "I'm a world champ."
Scott Patrick with Dish, great to see you. What a spirited day out there.
Oh, it was amazing. I mean, it's fun to be a part of.
Cleveland, we got champion, baby! We got champion!
Let's talk about the personalities. Who do you like and who would you rather not see again?
I don't, honestly, I don't care. I'm like, I'm just a normal guy, and, people, they got their beef, they can all talk, I laugh about it, and I don't really care about, whatever. If someone's got a problem with me, they got a problem with me, but whatever, I'll fight them. That doesn't matter to me.
Very good. How have you seen the sport grow since you've been in the sense that we're doing this today, there's people from, it seems like every country here, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Fastest growing sport in the world, bro. And honestly, the sport, it wouldn't be what it is without the fans. These fans are amazing, just all around the world. It's awesome. I mean, it doesn't get better than this. Every day, it's amazing.
How do you see this fight playing out?
Me winning. I'm bringing that the belt home back to Cleveland. I think they have a hard time with what I bring to the table.
Stipe Miocic defends his title for the first time, this time against Alistair Overeem, who's won his last 4 fights, 2 by TKO. UFC 203 Saturday night. Of course, the best place to watch it, wherever you are right now with Dish pay-per-view. Pre-order the fight today on channels 473 and 474. Order it online at mydish.com/UFC, or just give us a call at 1-877-DISH-PPV. That's 1-877-347-4778. Miocic versus Overeem for the heavyweight title, and the UFC debut of former wrestling superstar CM Punk. It's going to be a great night in the UFC, and there is nothing like watching all the action live. Get your ticket now with Dish Pay-Per-View. I'm Scott Patrick, and you are watching the UFC on Dish.
On September 10th, the heavyweights are coming. New UFC champion Stipe Miocic defends his title against kickboxing and MMA legend Alistair Overeem. And former heavyweight champion Fabricio Verdum returns to take on Travis "Hoppa" Brown. Plus, the Octagon debut of former pro wrestling superstar CM Punk. UFC 203. This is big.